So on 6, you should think to yourself, this is left, right? Left 2 and down 6. So -2, -6. You plot that point as your vertex. That makes your axis of symmetry x equals -2. And then it's the parent function from there, right? So over 1, up 1, and over 2, up 4. And then if you wanted to, you could go over 3, up 9. The biggest mistake I'm seeing is the lefts and the rights. So make sure you flip-flop it in your head. On number 7, this one is to the right. So the x minus 1 squared moves right. So right 1 and down 4. So +1 but -4 would put you here. And then if it's stretching it times 2, your parent moves get doubled. So over 1 goes up 2, because it's usually 1, 1. And over 2 up 4 now goes over 2 and up 8. So you end up here at +4, concave up, right? Because it was a +2 right there. I forgot. Axis of symmetry is x equals 1. And then the last example, this one is to the left. So left 1, up 4, left 1, up 4, -1, 4. Let's see, -1, 4, and then it's the concave up parent function again, right? So 1, 1, and then over 2, up 4. Notice that I can't check the y-intercept this time. I'd have to plug in 0. So that would give me 1 squared is 1 plus 4 is 5. So I can check what the y-intercept is, but the number 5 does not appear in my original function. And this should be x equals -1. So it sounds like you need a little bit of help on intercept form. People are a little bit confused maybe on what I did at the beginning of class with intercept form. So let's talk through another example together. What's the difference between intercept form and vertex form? I basically have 2 parentheses now that are different. Over here, I basically had 1 parenthesis squared, and that was my transformation rule. So you want to recognize, when do I have intercept form? And then if you know you have intercept form, you find your intercepts. So what will make those parentheses equal 0? My 2 x-intercepts are going to be -3 and +1. So I'm just going to write those down. -3 and +1 are my x-intercepts. So you plot your x-intercepts on your graph at -3 and at +1. So if you notice, vertex form gives you the vertex. Intercept form gives you the intercepts. Standard form, I don't know why they named it that way, but that you got to do a lot of algebra. Okay, I find the vertex by finding the halfway mark between these 2 points. So if these are a total distance of 4 units apart, halfway in between is 2 units, right, from either end. So I would be at -1 as my x value. And then I need to calculate the y value by plugging it in. So plug in -1 and see what you get as your y value. So I would get 2 still, and then -1 plus 3 is another 2, and then -1 minus 1 is a -2. So what's 2 times 2 times -2? What's 4 times -2? -8. That's my vertex. Halfway in between is at -1, and when I plug it back in, I get -8. So that's my vertex. I can see the shape of this parabola happening. I just need one more set of points. I look at the stretch value. The A value is 2. So I need to go over 1 and up 2, and then see how over 2 up 8 hits my x-intercepts right on there. So you find your intercepts, you use that to find your vertex, and then you plot your points of the function. So see if as a group you could finish the 10, 11, and 12 practicing intercept 4. Okay, example number 10. I'm going to find my two x-intercepts. They look like they're at -4 and +4. So halfway in between is 0. So pause the video and see if you can figure out the y value of the vertex by plugging in 0. So now when I plug in 0, I get 1/2 times 4 times -4, and half of -16 is -8. So my vertex is down here at 0, -8, and then I can look to my 1/2. I'm going to go over 1 up 1/2, over 2 up 2, and over 3 up 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1/2. And if you notice, normally 4 squared is 16. This happens to be over 4 up 8 because it's half as much. All right, so number 11, I would recommend pausing and trying these two examples if you haven't yet. So my intercepts are at 4 and -2. Halfway in between would be at 1, so 1 comma. So I've got, let's see, -1, I'm plugging in 1, so I'd get -3, I'm plugging in 1, so I get +3. So this looks like -9, so that would be at +9. Is here. So over 1, down 1, over 2, down 1, 2, 3, 4. And then over 3, down 9 hits my x-intercepts. All right, intercepts at -3 and +3, so halfway in between is 0. When I plug 0 in, I get 3 times -3, which is -9. So I'm down here at -9. Parent function, 1, 1, 2, 4, and over 3 up 9 hits my x-intercepts.